She wasn't speaking. You know, he's American speakers, so yeah. She in your face. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Right? Would you walk away? At what point was he not supposed to walk away?
Did she stop? No. After I say that, that's when. Did she leave? No, she does not. Right at that moment, what happened? So at that moment, she then repeats the suck my body boy, but this time at the end, she spits in my face. The moment she spits in your face, what happened? So at that point, it was like reflex. I grabbed her, because she's like right in front of me, so I grabbed her head. I think we had like a clash of heads, and I think it opened up like a cut somewhere on her face. But she's a bit, taller than I am, so when the head was like my forehead and her or something. Yo, that's. So at that point, her initial reaction was to kind of like, reach up and like grab her face to see. And then there was like some blood on her fingers. So she like runs into the master bedroom. So the master bathroom and the bedroom are just separated by a door. So we're like, maybe the distance to the bathroom door is like between me and the slave right here. When she runs into the bathroom, what she do? So she runs into the bathroom and turns on the light switch. And then turns to the mirror to kind of take a look at her face. And at that point, I'm trying to see what her face looked like. So I just like stepped maybe like a foot into the bathroom. Right. What happened? So when she looks and sees the mark on her face, she was like looking at it, and she touched it again. But at that point, she gets extremely angry, and that's when she goes, across the bathroom from the switch back towards the door, standing there to attack me. When she attacks you, you react? Yeah. So when she comes, she's like throwing like some punches. So I'm trying to like duck down and like keep my face from getting hit with the blows, and then. In between the scuffle, I remember like grabbing her and like tripping her over one of my legs. And then she like falls, and that's when I kick her like twice and she fell.
Y'all crazy. This chick said, imagine if he had taken her offer to travel to Jamaica for the Buju concert. He would have got murdered. And she would have had everything. Widow pension from the Air Force and Social Security. Cash out the life insurance and the 4 businesses of her long-time man, who she tattooed his birthday on her body. As a still married woman, but she got God first. Y'all believe anything. His pops is the man. This dude probably worked for his pops. You think he was about to get murdered? Girl, bye.
She's coming up. Yes. Throwing punch. Yes, she was. Is she going sideways, backwards, or right up? She was going directly at me, so like I said, when she went inside the bathroom and hit the light switch was on the other side of the bathroom where the mirror was. Then she had to basically charge all the way across the bathroom back towards me and the door. And that's when your momentum or her momentum to kind of flip her over. So, doing the wrestling, I sort of used like her whole body weight, when I twisted her and then used like my leg to like a trip. So that's how she felt. And then so as soon as she fell, it was like a reaction, so I landed like a couple of kicks. More than a couple or a couple? I'd say probably like about a couple.
Soon as she landed, it was like a reaction, so I added a couple of kicks. All of this shit is okay. To everybody hearing it, the juror, the prosecutor, people in the comment section. She was in his face. What you gonna do? Body boy, whatever. He don't like that. We passed the line. Somebody gonna get hurt. And it probably ain't gonna be me. Let me leave. Any rational thinking dude. But a dude like, I don't give a fuck about murder this bitch at this point. Okay. Or, I've been waiting on this moment. Okay, he for the smoke. Dude stayed for the smoke. That's clear. You challenge me? Alright, I'm gonna bore up to you like you went out and make a dude. Let's go. They don't care. That's how they looking at her. She lifts on her waist. None of them men in that courtroom probably can't do a they probably can't pick up that weight. I do those push-ups. But you can't get mad at her for that. She chose to put herself in that position. Like, and you can't look at her like she an animal, some dude or some gorilla or something. She's still a woman. All day. All day. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all the ones running around here trying to be women. But swear you wouldn't call Serena, man. You wouldn't. Listen. People is in this comment section being disrespectful. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy.
And right at that moment,
boom.
What happened? So when she got the second kick, I think I heard like some type of wheezing, coming out of her. And then also, like in the background, I could hear like some footsteps running. And at that point, I was like, oh shit, Elena. So I ran out of the bathroom towards the living room area, and then I saw like Elena, like she was somewhere close to the stairs, right to the front. So I ran towards Elena and picked her up, and we went upstairs, and then I was trying to get her back to bed. Back in the bathroom, when this happened, how long did that consultation, that violent consultation, how long did it take? That was definitely less than a minute. It couldn't be that long. Were you aggressive? No, I was not. What was going through your mind when you were there and that was happening? So, when she was attacking me, I was basically just trying to defend myself. And I guess probably like a normal situation, probably like if someone's like a lot smaller than you, it's not a big deal. You probably just hold her. But since she's, she's bigger than I am, she's pretty strong, so trying to hold her to restrain her or something like that, it's probably not feasible.
Did y'all hear this shit? If it was somebody smaller than him, it would be no big deal. But she bigger, she's stronger, and everything. So he was trying to help me. He was trying to fight. He fight for his life. That's what he's saying. She's bigger than him. She's stronger than him, and he bodyboard for saying that. She was right if she said that. He bodyboard all day.
So I just gave her a few kicks, a couple of kicks to like knock the wind out of her and get her to stop. These kicks, are they wind up kicks of somebody, or are they all?
You done already hacksaw Jimmy Duggan her to the floor. You think she good? Because if she hopped up that quick, you should be running because you're scared. You put it down and you immediately start kicking her and you was about to stomp her out, but the little girl came down, right? Let's keep it real.
They just like sort of like in the movement because like you flip, you gotta let it behind you and just whip it and then whip the next one. When you get Elena, where did you take her? I took her back upstairs to her bedroom. And why? I took her back upstairs to her bedroom. And why? Because I didn't want her around, any type of situation where, there was any type of family violence or something like that. And when you get to her bedroom, what do you do? So I was there trying to get her to go back to sleep. And then, at the time I'm thinking about like, okay, she probably just called the police and Andreen. When you go up to Elena, do you think that Andreen's okay? No, I just thought, because I heard her reasoning, so at the time I just thought she got it weak.
Somebody in the comment section said they managed to have the microphone of the prosecution or whoever in another state or maybe planet for some reason. In fact, the sound from the moonwalk was clear.
So she probably already called Brett, probably called the police and made up some story. You know how long it takes you to get Elena back to sleep? I'm not sure the exact time, maybe 20, 30 minutes. After you do that, what do you do? So after Elena falls back to sleep, that's when I, go back downstairs and head back to my room. And then when I, get inside the room, I notice Andreen is still lying on the floor right next to the door. So at that point, I sort of like, go over her, she's not moving. And then I bent over to like check, see you check. Yes. So I bent over and then I like grabbed her face and then like feel like if I can feel like a pulse or something. And then I put my ear next to like her nose to see if she was breathing. And she was not. What kind of reaction did that? So at that point, honestly, man, I became like pretty frantic at that point because of shit, she's dead on the floor. We just had a fight. Obviously, I'm gonna get blamed for this. I got a 7-year-old autistic kid upstairs that was gonna take care of her. So, it was a pretty scary situation.
Not, oh my God, I may have just killed my wife.
They right there at the doors to the bathroom and master bedroom. So at that point, I'm feeling like the house is like hot. So I went outside just to like get some fresh air and just to like, get my thoughts and like think about like, what the hell is this going on? So I go outside and I'm, sat there like pacing around and thinking. I think I actually like went through the gate and then I came back in to the house. What did you do? So when I got back in the house, I'm thinking, God damn it, I think I need to get her out of the house before, Elena wakes up and sees her in the house. And then, I don't know, man, at that point, I got this idea to just like get her out of the house. So I think I made like a text message or something like, where are you type deal. And then I went into the garage and I got two trash bags. Describe yourself. So I mean, it's a scary situation. I ain't never been in anything like that before. You know, I'm pretty nervous, I'm frantic, you know, what the hell is going on type deal. And I'm just at that point moving like, basically like on instinct or something. But I go inside the garage and I grab like a couple of trash bags. And then I put one over the top of her and the other one under the, you know, for the lower leg or something. What's your purpose? So at that point, for me, I'm just trying to get her out of the house. Why? Because first I didn't want to lay this here. And then at that point, like I said, I'm thinking my life is over now. Because I would get blamed for this.
Wow.
And then, you know, she's gone. I'm probably going to go away. And my daughter doesn't have any parents. You said you're going to get blamed for this. You think you're guilty of it? No, I didn't think I was guilty. But knowing like the circumstance, you know, there's obviously a dead person in your house, you know, and you're the only adult there. And I know she's like, you know, like issues before with
Man, listen, I'm sorry. I can't do this no more. I can't, because I'm about to, it's a whole nother day. The moon is thick with it. And y'all gonna have to finish this on your own, because this right here, I can't even take no more. I done endured too much of this for the night. This dude literally sat there with it, but there ain't nobody saying objection. This is some hotchkiss, and we about to shut this courtroom down. It's so much hotchkiss going on. He said, why did you say it feel like that? First of all, dude, you thinking about all that? Okay, cool. It might be some pieces of thought there and normally and afterthoughts, but you sure thinking about, damn, it's my wife. Look what happened. My own wife? Like, none of that. So, on top of that, okay, you are saying, why you in lawyer like, what you tripping? You felt guilty for what? Oh, hey, man, it's a dead person in my house. I ain't feel guilty, but ain't nobody else there with me, so they gonna think I did it. What, sir? You and your lawyer tripping right now. Black women, you are in trouble. Trouble. Okay. This mofo said, I'm the only person there. It's a dead person in my house. Listen, I'm gonna rewind it because I think some of y'all.
Later this year, and then at that point, like I said, I'm thinking my life is over now because I would get blamed for this. And then, you know, she's gone. I'm probably going to go away, and my daughter doesn't have any parents. You said you're going to get blamed for this. You think you're guilty of it? No, I didn't think I was guilty, but knowing like the circumstance, you know, there's obviously a dead person in your house, you know, and you're the only adult there. And I know she's like, you know, like issues before with the marriage where she's having an affair and stuff like that. So it just seemed like any one of the male police that, you know, would be familiar with the situation. It just seemed like obvious, like, oh, obviously we know how you do it kind of deal. So I was just trying to escape that whole situation.
Y'all hear this? This is after he sat there and said, well, you know, she was in my first. She said this. She spit in my face. She asked me, what do you do? But no other actions were made, according to him. He still could have lost. Because he know at the end of the day, if they fight, he winning. And she probably won't make it. But he chose violence anyway. Okay? Bust her head open, split on the ground, and immediately kicked her.
So afterwards, I put her like it's pretty big, so I like.
Let me say this too: if he kicked her the way he described, and she was wheezing, and he determined that she was dead, first of all, you can't do that. You don't get to. Who the hell are you? You're not certified, qualified, or authorized to find nobody dead. And you sure ain't the funeral home in the corner and the doggone funeral director team to be putting somebody in the ground or the field. Okay? And do your own version of a cremation. Like, what the hell? You determined she dead because she wasn't what? How do you know what was going on with her body, mind, and soul? But all this is good. This is expensive shit right here. How expensive do it need to be? It can't be no more expensive than this, y'all. It can't be. Everybody good with this. Comment section, the people in the courtroom, the lawyers, the jurors, the judge, whoever the hell else knows him. Did he hear daddy?
The plastic bags. But before I did that, I think I used like a belt or something to like tie the two bags together. And then I drove her through the house, through the front door.
Did you pick her up?
No, she went to me for that.
So, how did you pick her up?
So I basically like screwed it down, like grabbed like the top part of her body, like started pulling, until I eventually got her to the front door. And then
Where did you take her?
I got her in the trunk, and then I went to spin her. So when I got to the trunk, I had to like lean like her upper body against like the back of the vehicle after I opened up the trunk, and then I had to like screw down and like use the bumper kind of like as leverage, and then like grab the lower part of her body and like turn her into the trunk.
Which one?
It was the Chevy Malibu.
And when you get her in the trunk, where do you go?
I went to Spring Road.
Why that location?
So I'd gone to that location before. There's like a soccer field on that road, and I'd gone there to watch some soccer before.
Soccer field is close to the rural property.
Yes, it is.
Did you go anywhere else, or did you go directly there?
I went there.
You know what time it was when you got there?
It's pretty late, maybe 1:32 or something.
What do you do?
So when I get there, I was like aiming for like a specific spot. I just like was gonna put her out on the property. So I pulled up right next to like the fence, and then I drove her out of the trunk, and then I kind of like rolled her over. I don't remember if it was under the bottom fence or like over on top of the first fence. I'm not sure.
Describe the fence.
So it has like these metal bars that go up horizontal. And
most people have no clue.
How did you get her through?
I'm not exactly sure. I think either I probably slid her under the bottom, or it was like over the bottom fence.
Would there ever be a reason you're not sure?
It's been 4 years, so small details like that is kind of hard.
What's going on with you at the time?
Like I said, at that time, I'm just panicking. It's not like a situation that people don't find themselves in day to day. So
After the fence, where did you take her?
I did the same thing. Like I drew her like some distance, like across and up. But it was kind of dark, so I couldn't really see like where stuff was or anything like that.
Wow.
Sat through this whole trial. Did you put the body where all the photographs and the bones are and all the exhibits that you showed to us?
Yes, that would seem kind of accurate because I remember there was like a dead cow. Right?
This comment here said a psychopathic narcissist demon will unalive you and blame you for dying. Then they'll get up on the stand and continue their smear campaign. Please get away from these human skin suits filled with legions of demons. I gotta screenshot this shit. Boom. Shh. Girl.
That's where I winded up.
When you put the body there, what did you do?
So at that time, I took the bags off. I was going to leave it there. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I just had this weird idea that probably should just take the clothes. So I took the clothes and put them in the bag and then went back in the car on my own.
Take all the clothes?
I think so.
And you went to see, put them in the bag and went home?
Yes.
When you got home, what did you do?
So when I went home, and at that point, I think, I remember I took my clothes off and threw them in the bag. But eventually, I knew I threw her clothes, and I'm thinking I probably threw my clothes off as well. And threw them in like a plastic bucket, and I just got a lighter and lit them. But as I'm doing,
smart thing to do.
now that's a pretty stupid thing to do.
Why?
Because, it's a plastic bucket. So the plastic bucket started to melt when, I lit the fire. And so that's where it kind of turned over on the way you see the spot.
The mark out back is at the top of the bucket.
Yes.
How did it get like that?
It just melted down from the heat.
That's where you put the bucket?
Yes.
When you started to go?
Yes.
And what did you do?
I think I put the stuff into I scraped it open and threw it in a trash bag. But for some reason I think I threw it clean. Yeah, so when I went back into the bathroom, right where she was laying down, I think there was a small speck of blood or something on the floor. So I cleaned up that speck that was on the floor. It was a mix of saliva or something, saliva and blood to be accurate.
I want to go back to just a minute. When this tussle, fight, conflict occurred. In that moment, were you afraid?
During the fight?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I was, because, like I said, we never had any type of big brawls like this. And I hadn't had a fight, a real fight with anybody since I was 13 years old, so.
Do you have any special training in fighting?
No, I didn't.
Is it part of your workout or anything you do to practice fighting?
No, I didn't have a reason to practice fighting. I wrote the computers.
And when's the last time you said you had a physical fight with someone?
I was 13 years old, going to St. Jacob High School, like 12th grade.
And after this happens, and you dispose of the body, what do you do?
So after that, I remember like going upstairs to Elena's room. She was sleeping. So at that point, I was just like in the room. I don't remember how I was in there, but I was in there crying.
Do you remember how long you stayed in there crying?
Maybe an hour or so.
How do you feel about everything that you described?
I mean, at that point, man, it felt really awful. Like, basically, we had a good life for a while and everything is going good. And then, basically, just like this madness, just like, you know. So at that point, you know, I'm feeling really sad because, like I said, my daughter got autism. She's 7 years old. She's probably not going to have any parents. You know what I'm saying? And then, at the same time, I'm also like, why me? Why me? Because pretty much the whole night, I tried to avoid the very situation that I ended up in when I left the house.
So the next morning, what do you do? You back. You go to sleep?
No, I couldn't sleep at that point.
The next morning, what do you do?
So,
People in the comment section saying, how did she die? Was it from the kick? Listen, he's saying she was wheezing. Maybe he's trying to say he split her lungs. She couldn't breathe. Autopsy would know that, right? Death by the hammer? He said it was mostly hitting her in the head. Autopsy? Well, they said undetermined.
it was like a few hours after that, you know, time to get Elena back up for school. So I went upstairs, you know, to give her a bath. And at that point, she when I picked her up, she asked me, like, where's mommy?
What'd you say?
So, and at that point, like, you know, kind of broke me down. So I didn't really know what to tell her. So I just told her, like, you know, hey, mommy's at the gym. And then at that point, I gave her a bath. We did the same thing afterwards, like, you know, put her clothes on, took her downstairs, you know, gave her like a vitamin C, and then I put her on the bus. And then after that, after I put her on the bus, you know, I went to walk the dogs, like I can only do as well. And then I think I sent Andreen like a text, you know, and then like I fed the dogs or something like that. And then when I was leaving the house, I noticed, you know, like her phone. I was like, in the bathroom or something, and then it popped in my head like, wait a minute, you know, Andreen left the house, she probably has her phone. So at that point, I think I grabbed the phone. I don't know if I smashed it outside or something, but I know I smashed it at some point, and then I threw it in the same garbage bag that I had. And then when I was driving to work, there was like a construction going on someplace. And then I pulled over the side of the road and like dumped it into like this construction, you know, bin that they had. And then went to work.
Wow.
How long were you working?
Wow.
So it was just normal, like.
And went back and got the phone. Now, all of these things are obstruction of evidence. He claimed cleaned up 1 drop of blood. I don't think so. But no real punishment for even that. This right here is crazy. He figured the phone, he smashed the phone. They still gonna be able to show that last pink at the house. So she never took the phone with her if she went somewhere.
I was there too, maybe like close to maybe 11 or something. I'm not sure, but it was about lunchtime. And then I decided to go to lunch.
And how are you that day?
So at that time, you know, I haven't had any sleep, you know, pretty much. So I'm just, you know, kind of like moving along like basically like a robot.
And you go in the skip?
Yes, I did.
When do you come out of there?
So like I said, it's probably around 11ish or something, or 11:30. I'm not sure the exact time, but I know I came out like doing around lunchtime period. And then when I came out of the skiff, I didn't like turn the phone. I don't know. I looked at the phone at that time, but I know I went to the Popeyes first, and then.
You say Popeyes?
But I know I went to the Popeyes first, and then as I'm driving away from the Popeyes, I realized that I got like a bunch of calls on Facebook from Carol.
You go home?
So not immediately. I remember giving Carol a call back, and then when I answered the phone, she's like, "Oh my God! Like I've been looking for you guys all morning. You know, where's Andreen?" And I was like, "That point, I said, I don't know where Andreen is. Maybe she's at the house." And then she says, "Judy called her saying she was, you know, been calling Andreen this morning, and she couldn't get a hold of Andreen." And so at that point, I told her I'd go home to the house. Maybe she's, you know, in the closet or something.
The testimony of Carol Gilmore, Elizabeth Kinsel, about you at the house, confronting you, is that pretty accurate?
Initially, when I went home and they came into the house, it wasn't really like a confrontation, because as they came in, there's like, you know, I don't remember, I think Maureen came from the door first, and then Carol came behind her. Well, there was like a brief exchange, because I was like walking out of the house. I don't know if they were saying something to me, but I couldn't hear. So
Do you remember anybody yelling at you?
At that point, no, I did not.
Where did you go?
So I got out of the house, and then I got in my car, and then I went to the hospital.
Why?
Well, at that point, I was just trying to get out of the house, get away from these ladies and go clear my head because, this is like a crazy situation going on now. So it just seemed like a normal
So he
thing,
don't know what they said to him, but they saying he told him he's going to the hospital to see if she turned up there, and he's saying he don't remember what they was saying, what they were talking about, but he went to the hospital to clear his head. Can I throw this phone at this point? Because
that's probably you checking somebody first. That's right.
What did you expect to happen at the reception desk in the hospital?
So I'm thinking I'm going to go in there and say to the guy, like, ask for Andreen and stuff. But I ask for McDonald, and he probably say no. And then I leave, go back to the house and tell him, well, I guess she's not at the hospital. But when I talked to the guy, he says like last name, and I said McDonald. I don't know, maybe like he heard like my accent when I said it, and then he's like, he looks up and he's like, yeah, there's this lady here with this little girl, which I thought was just like, I don't know, man, that just sounded like some kind of sign or something. So I just kind of got freaked out, and then I turned and left. So, and then when I left, I drove down the street a little bit, and then I stopped on the side of the road, because I just like contemplated, like, what the hell to do next.
What's going through your mind?
So at that point, I'm just thinking, oh my God.
this makes sense. This person, it's like a woman, Jasmine, says that, in the midst of the physical altercation with Andreen, he stops up with his daughter to sleep for 30 minutes and she didn't finish attacking him yet. He felt like, She was a serious start now. She says, I feel like she was dead before he left the house and headed to the gas station. We saw the message he sent to Andreen, but didn't see hers. He said she texted him first, but we know prosecution ain't do just diddly squat, right? Never saw her message. If anything, he killed her, went to the gas station, and sent the text to add to the plot of his story. Like most killers do. I think you planned this for sure. Hey, bro, I'm with you. Yeah, I don't think she said, "Bad boy, you suck your mother, spit in his face." I'm not at that. If you with some dude you respect his mom, you're not saying no shit like that. It's not happening. You married? You saying that? Nah.
This is probably it. It's over.
How do you feel about what's happening?
So at the same time, at that time, I'm feeling like pretty scared, the whole situation. And I'm just thinking like, oh my God, my life is freaking over. And my daughter's life is probably over too. And then, pretty much Maureen sort of like depended on us, so her life's probably over as well. So that's all I can think about.
Where'd you go?
So I don't know how many minutes I was, on the side of the road, but then after that, I decided like to go back. And then when I got back home, there was like cops already at the house. And then when I walked in, the leader cop took me back to the bathroom, and then he showed me like the blood on the switch. And at that point, like, the ladies were yelling at me at this point. And then the cop, like, he started to take me back out of the house.
Wow.
To like get some separation between, because the women were like, making a lot of noise. So he took me out of the house in handcuffs. And then he put me to sit down in the back of the car. And then he started, asking me questions like, what happened, what I'm saying? And I basically told him, like, we got into like an argument and I left. And that was it. And then I forgot what he said. I don't remember what he said after that. But I remember what he said now. He says, just tell us, you better tell us what happened right now. If you tell us what happened right now, you'll get a lot of time. But if you don't, you'll get even a lot more time. And at that point, I asked him, I said, I'm not saying anything else. I'm going to talk to the lawyer.
Is that where you stayed?
So that's where I stayed pretty much the rest of it. I was detained for, I don't know, maybe 13, 14 hours. They left pretty late, like early the next morning.
Wow.
You already got 13 hours. Thinking about the situation?
Yeah, so during that time frame, my mind kind of shifted. At first, I was just like feeling sorry about like the whole situation. I'm just thinking, man, if only I knew what was going to happen when I went back to the house, I'd probably just left the gas station and drive to Houston and like never come back or something like that. And then I started feeling for myself, like, man, what the hell does this shit have to happen to me? Of all people, like my whole life, trying to do good for other people and stuff. I took Andreen out to Jamaica, help him live a better life. I brought Maureen to live with us, to also get a better life.
How does that hurt? How does that make you feel?
At first, as gradually the sorry and the pity started turning towards like anger.
Y'all listen.
Now I'm thinking like, what the hell,
Listen.
she's doing all this stuff. And I started thinking about all this stuff.
Somebody said, why don't you two send me this crap? he said he tried to take her in and bring her a better life, and took somebody else in and brought them a better life. Dude asked him how he felt about that. I guess he was trying to prompt him to talk about how he felt about taking his wife away. He was like, I wasn't really honest, to be honest with you, man. I really wasn't feeling that down, man. No. In fact, that shit, I started to get pissed off. I took you in, tried to give you a better life, and now you don't make me kill you. Ike Turner.
And as I'm thinking about, the cheating, stolen the accounts with money and now the business and all that stuff, and then finally, like this whole reason that we started, I was like arguing that week about me not wanting to go on that trip to Jamaica. At that point, I said to start, oh shit, this is what's going on. So I thought at that point, oh man, this is what was going on. She's trying to set me up to like get me down to Jamaica and have the boyfriend, off me when I was down there. And at that point, like the pity just kind of like went away. And now it's just like pure rage and like anger. The whole time I'm in there, I'm just there like angry now because now like, she got a degree.
And they released you?
Now they did release me maybe like 2 o'clock or something.
What do you do?
So as soon as they released me, like I said, I was pretty angry now.
Pay close attention to this.
Energy. The commercials now. You too. We don't want to hear none of this.
Like I said, I was pretty angry now at that point. And so I went inside the house.
He was sitting in jail stewing and angry. Somebody was saying, this comment I was just reading right here, or it's another one, I don't know, but a couple of comments, because I'm reading it at the same time. They sizing this dude up about how he probably was treating her. They clearly heard some part about, I guess when he came back from the party with the tattoo, he had made her drive, and he got in the backseat, and he was like, oh, this person said assaulting her. I don't know, but people are sizing him up, saying he a narcissist, he a control freak, So, he gotta be, he Ike Turner all day. Listen, anime, look what you made me do. Okay?
When they left, and then I think I grabbed like the hammer. I had like a little bit of gas or something, like a container, like a plastic container, and then I went into the vehicle and left. But then when I drove out, it was like really foggy and dark that night. So I had to like circle back to the house to grab the flashlight. And then when I grabbed the flashlight, I think that's when I then drove to the, I think I circled back a third time because when I grabbed the gas, I didn't have anything to light it with. And then I went back to grab a lighter. And then I went to the field.
I'm showing you, we marked as finished exhibits 55 and 56. Do you recognize those?
Yes, that's a picture of the shelf that's in my garage.
Are they both pictures of the shelf in your garage?
Yes.
Okay. If exhibit number 55, are these on different days?
Nah, they look like the same day, just closer up.
Okay.
Dang, this person right here went in. See, these people in this comment section, they keep saying she was a serial shooter. I don't get that. I'll never get that. I'm not killing the one who cheated on me. I'm sorry. It's not happening.
Yes.
If I'm going to kill that person, I shouldn't even be tripping. They the whole reason why I'm not liking it, right?
Yes.
Can you see this little item right there, the little yellow base?
Yes, I can.
You know what that item is?
That's my yellow hammer.
That's it. I'm showing you what's been marked as defense exhibit 59. Can you look at that and tell me what it is?
That's my hammer.
What you're calling the yellow hammer?
Yes.
And I'm showing you what's been marked as defense exhibits 57 and 58. 2 photographs.
Who knows how far back this goes? He probably had the plan from the beginning. I'm gonna grab old girl right there. I can, get on the right path. She gonna help me build this well, and then, when I'm ready, I'm just gonna take her out. you will set up, you'll be dating or whatever. I don't know. But I think this was planned long before we even think.
Can you tell me what they are?
Yes, they're just photos of the same shelf without the hammer.
Would those be on March 2nd?
Yes.
57, 58, 59 offense exhibits pending.
No objection to 57, 58.
This comment says eliminate alimony and child support. Many murders not happening. Stop using force against men. Liberate men. What?
So, what is this?
That's the hammer.
Is this the base of the hammer?
Yes, it is.
Is that what you pointed to on the March 1st photo?
Yes, it is.
Offense exhibit 57. Here. In that same location. You see that hammer?
No, it's not there anymore.
You see it in 58?
No, it's not there anymore.
On these March 2nd photos. You know why it's not there?
Yes, I do. The reason why they're not there, it's not there, is because that early Saturday morning, March 2nd, I had grabbed the hammer off the shelf, and then, as I said before, after I got released from the cops, I had driven back out to the Spec Road.
What did you take with you out to Spec Road?
I took some gas and the hammer and the flashlight.
You know what time you went out there?
It was pretty late, probably like 3 o'clock or something.
And when you got there, where did you go?
I went straight back in front of the same property. I got in the car. I was angry as hell. And at that point, I jumped over the fence and went towards the body.
When you got to where the body was, what did you do?
So at that point, now I'm like really angry. Because,
When you say you're really angry, about what?
So the reason why I'm really, really angry is just because, like, I'm thinking about this whole situation, like, a lot of it. Like, I left the house just to avoid the very situation that I'm in, a confrontation with Andreen. Okay? And all of this, in my opinion, like, could have been avoided. Like, if Andreen wanted to, like, go be with somebody else, she was free to do that. She had to leave. She don't have no business. Like, why would she need to, like, go through all this stuff to try to get it all? And then, in my opinion, at that point, I'm thinking, that's what the whole thing about going to Jamaica was, trying to get this dude, like, put all me off, so she get everything. So I get really angry. So at that point, I poured, like, the gas on her, and I lit the fire.
Was it enough gas?
Nah, it wasn't like a lot of gas. It's just like leftover gas that I had. Like, I used to cut my own grass, but then eventually, like, the business grew and stuff, I started having Eddie come by the house now and do the lawn here. So it was just like some leftover that I had to contain. So I poured that on her, I lit it, and then it was out. I don't know how long, but it was out pretty fast. So at that point, I got a hammer, the body's like right there. So at that point, I just got really pissed off and started like, hitting the body with the hammer.
How many times?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you, but it was multiple times. But I know. So I know I was like hitting like in the face and like the neck area. And I remember like at first I hit her in the face with the hammer for her. And then I used the claw and like hit her in the neck area. I remember the claw got stuck in like her neck. And then that's when I was like ripping the hammer out. And then at that point, I thought I was done. But as I like started to like walk away, I give it like one more whack somewhere in the body. I'm not sure where that landed.
How did that make you feel?
Thought he was done.
When honestly, I'm just like really, really angry.
Okay, this is gonna sound a little nuts.
Tired, but I'm angry. I'm tired. At that point, and I'm just like going off fumes at that point. Because like I said, I just kept repeating in my head like, how the hell does this like shit, happen to me and me of all people? Like, why the hell did this have to happen to me? And like I said, this could have been like way avoided, and I'm just pissed off at Andreen at that point because I'm thinking this could have been easily avoided because I had filed for divorce a couple years ago, and she knew at that point she had no intention of working on anything, but she was just trying to like keep me around, using my daughter against me to keep me in the house, so she continued with some kind of scheme to bring me off. And then I'm thinking when that doesn't work, because like she had said in the text, Texas is a community property state, so there's absolutely no way you can legally like have business assets with a spouse and then get a divorce and not have half go to one spouse and half go to the other one. So in my opinion, the only way she was going to get everything to go share with boyfriend, they had to be planning like get me whacked when I went to Jamaica. And yes, that's what I was thinking.
Speculation. No objections whatsoever. Listen, y'all, I can't handle it. I think sisters, I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, this is definitely a severe warning. Okay.
How much longer did you stay at that location?
I don't know how long more I was staying. I stayed at the location. I probably just like stood around there for a little bit, just like thinking.
When you come back to Solitude Code, can you use your gate code inside?
No, I don't think I used the gate code. I think I used like Andreen's like gate pass or something.